Hello, happy Halloweeny. Hello, how is everybody? Hi. Happy Halloween. How's everyone doing today? Hi, Lynn, thank you. I tried. What's everyone dressing up like today? Guys, I'm going to be telling scary stories. I'm also going to be making a haunted gingerbread house. Who is excited? Oh my gosh. I've never made one of these before. I'm so excited. So as I'm telling stories, we're going to do this because multitasking, why not? Maybe I'll just like move this back a little bit so you can see me. Oh, look at my pumpkins. Look at how cute these pumpkins are. I'm obsessed. Did anyone make a jack-o'-lantern? I'm gonna turn all of these little guys into cute little jack-o'-lanterns to name with my cats. Hello. If I missed saying hi to anyone specifically, I'm sorry. So, I've never actually made this, but it has all these cool things in it. So, I'm gonna start off by telling really scary ghost stories, but disclaimer, if you're like terrified of supernatural things, I'm so sorry. But, so while I get this started, let me think. Actually, you know what? I have a little paper, like 2 seconds. I had to write down, so that I didn't like talk too much, but, to stay on topic, but, I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. What are your guys' Halloween/Samhain plans? Oh! Hello, little ghoul. You're gonna be Misa Misa. I love that. Oh my gosh. I always wanted to do like a Misa Misa Envy Adams crossover. But I loved Death Note. That was such a great anime. I never read the manga, you know. But, oh no, my house is broken! Oh well. Oh, but look how cute. They got this little spooky... I just broke the ghost. I just broke it. But, yeah, Death Note is sick. My favorite band, Maximum the Hormone, actually does a lot of, like, songs for their, like, opening and stuff. So, that's cool. All the cool things. Alright, I'm gonna try and, like, get to everyone at one time. Guys, what's everyone else dressing up as? So this is cute, right? Like it's like a gingerbread house, but I think this is actually chocolate. Oh no, it's not even gingerbread. It's chocolate. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I'm gonna tell you guys my ghost stories. If you miss it, I'm so sorry. But yeah. So this thing is like so broken, we're just gonna make it work. I don't know like if anyone here has ever had like a paranormal experience, but I've had so many in my lifetime, it's like ridiculous. And one of the ones that like sticks out the most for me is this one time, and I actually told this story the other night on SGTV, so if you heard it already, like no judgment. I had, when I was growing up, I lived with my, like, immediate family, and, like, my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad, but I'm, like, the baby, I'm, like, the surprise child, so, everyone's, like, really older than me, and, a lot of the time, my sister and my brother would just, like, be in high school, or they had, like, after-school programs, or whatever, so it was really just kind of, like, me and my mom a lot of the time, and my mom was like very housewife, always cleaning, always doing something, so we would always hang out. And one time after school, so I was like really little, I had to have been like oh gosh, don't mind me if I sip my coffee. Very much needed. We used to, okay, so when I was little, I was like, gosh, I was young. I think I was in like first grade when this happened, so I had to have been like, I don't know, how old are you in first grade? Like 8? I don't even know, or like 7. I was like a little baby. But I'm so sad about the ghost breaking. Look, I like ripped his brains out. Now it's a zombie ghost. No brain, head empty. All he knows is woo. Anyway, But this one time, I was sitting at my dining room table, and I was doing my homework, and if like I'm sitting here in my dining room, if you looked over like this way to the, what is this, the right, there was always like we always had like a big entertainment center. So like I'm sitting here doing my homework, and then right here is the entertainment center, like in the den. And this is like way back when they had those like big ass TVs with like the backing on them. And what happened? I was doing my homework, whatever, and I looked over and like the screen of the TV, and I was so confused because someone was sitting on my couch, but it was just me and my mom home, and she was in the basement doing laundry, so she wasn't even near me. And I'm like, I know that wasn't her, because she had to walk through the dining room and the kitchen to get into the basement, to get to the basement door, to whatchamacallit, get down into the laundry room. I'm just like breaking this. It's like literally falling apart. We're gonna go Trader Joe's. Anyway, but she I don't know, is there like instructions? Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, so this is all broken. Where's like the base though? But so I look over in my TV, and there's someone sitting on my couch, and it's like, I don't know, maybe like a girl my age, she, what did she look like? She had, so, and again, it was in the reflection of like a black screen TV, so it's like I'm not seeing, you know, everything accurately, but she had a white bonnet on, and like one of those like really old sort of like pilgrim looking dresses. And she was just sitting like, you know, like this on the couch, like looking forward at me. And I'm looking at her in the TV screen, looking at me. And she has like a white bonnet on. She has like one of those like old sort of like pilgrimy like dresses. And she has like a white apron on. And it was just so like traumatizing for me to like see that. Because I ran through the dining room, the kitchen to get into the basement, to get to my mom. And my mom, I was like freaking out, and my mom was like, there's nothing there. Like, we went back into the living room, we checked, all the doors were locked, there's no way someone broke into the house. And I was like so terrified of like ever looking into a TV screen again. Like I won't even, like, if TVs are turned off and like I'm being weird and like not, and like doing everything to like not look at them, like I will not do it. I'm like straight up, what movie is that? Oh, I just watched it, Boy in the Hole. Did anyone see that movie? Oh my gosh, that's wild. I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's basically about, well, I don't want to ruin it, but I mean, it's like very like Irish folklore, but like how they're putting all of the things on the windows. Yeah, same. No, the mirrors, that's what it was. Okay, this is like severely broken. I feel like pieces are missing too, because there's only like one roof piece, which doesn't even make sense. But you know, we're just gonna decorate. We're just gonna kind of glue it back together. But yeah, that was really scary. And then I like refused to go anywhere, even in the living room alone. Like, I would not leave my room. I was so afraid of like everything after that experience. And everyone in my family made fun of me. They were like, there was nothing there. And I'm like, no, there actually was. There was a ghost. But that was really like terrifying. So anyway, but hi, hello, hi everyone. Do you guys like my first scary story? Hello, hello. Happy Halloween. Did anyone else make a jack-o'-lantern? Maybe we can just like paint the top of the houses, because this is like broken. I'm so sorry. Honestly, I feel like my cats knocked this over the other night, because they are very much so like in everything all the time. But yeah, we're just gonna like decorate. Look, there's all these like cute little bones. How cute is that? And I think these ones are like little bats. So precious. Has anyone ever had a paranormal experience before? Has anyone ever seen a ghost or anything? Or aliens? See, it's a little bat. He's so cute. Should we eat him? Hello, hello. What you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. No. I have a costume for my cat, but I can't find it. But he loves wearing it every Halloween. Do you guys dress up your cats? Hello, everyone waving at me. I'm asking all these questions, and honestly, like, I can't even see if, like, people, I can't even see if people responded to them. What? You think this is food? Like, he thinks he's getting a snack because he hears it. Come here. Howdy. This is Tigger. He's the pumpkin king. He's a whole pumpkin. Look at him. He's my boy. Say hi, Tiggy. Happy Halloween. Yeah, happy Halloweeny. This is Tigger Suicide. His name is Sir Tigger Merlin. Hello. Hello, hello. All right, we're just gonna like decorate it any which way. Doesn't really have like a specific, but anyway. So I actually have a really scary story, but disclaimer, like if you're actually like terrified of ghosts, like maybe like close your ears for this one. But I've always had like really horrible like paranormal experiences my whole life. Is this like not, excuse me, oh I need to cut it. Does it have, no! Ugh. This is not food, you can't have it, buddy. I need a knife. What has knife? Where is knife? Back it up, back it up. He keeps thinking he's gonna get snacked, he's just, if you hear him screaming. But, there we go. Ooh, it's probably really gross. This is like 100% sugar, would not recommend ever eating this. But so this is actually really scary. And I think about this a lot because it was like traumatizing. One time when I was like, I don't know, 14 or something, I went and stayed, I had like a sleepover with my friends. And this friend's house was like really fucked up haunted. Sorry, I'm not allowed to curse. It was like really like messed up haunted. Like any time anyone walked into this house, it was just like really bad energy, bad vibes. Like there's just something off there. But hello. But one time when I was sleeping over her house, and like again, full disclaimer, this is like really scary to even like think about. One time we were all having a sleepover, and at the time, and like, you know, we were like 14, so like we weren't, you know, like obviously like I wasn't as like, you know, like big as I was then. But I think we had it set up so that there was like a twin mattress on the floor, and then she had like a twin mattress bed. So like I think it was like, you know, like 2 of us and then 2 of us on the floor. And I remember trying to sleep. And like, I really don't know what like triggered this like event. All I know is that it was very traumatizing. As I'm trying to fall asleep, something, and like this wasn't the side of the bed that other people were on. So it's like, it wasn't even like if they were like pranking me, like, you know, that was like the situation. Someone literally like, so if I'm laying right here, like this is me trying to sleep, it was like someone right where my head was, like pressed as hard as they could on the mattress. And I just remember like, okay, this is like actually kind of funny, but someone goes, like they press on the mattress. Like I've never, like some fucking like exorcist like thing going on. Absolutely terrifying, right? They're pressing on the mattress, I don't know who, and I was facing that way. I kept my eyes closed. I was like, nope, peace out. And I like rolled. I literally like rolled. Like I flew and rolled off of the bed, like onto the other girl sleeping on the floor. Oh, it was so scary. Oh my God. And I refused to go back on the bed. Like, I wouldn't even sleep that night. I was so scared. And it wasn't a prank. Like, no one was on that side. No one was there. And it's not like I dreamed it. I wasn't even really sleeping. It was just really scary. But that house in general was like really messed up. Like, anytime that we had sleepovers there, like all of like, if there was any type of like around the holidays, like their family would always have like, you know, like the automatic, like you walk past it or whatever, like ghost Christmas, whatever, like seasonal like decorations. And all night long, all the little kids' toys would be going off, and no one was in there. It was like all dark. It was just in the playroom that was like right outside of the bedroom. All the toys would be going off, and like there was this one like toy. It was like a Christmas toy. Like they only really took it out on Christmas, but it was like a motorized, like motion censored Christmas tree. And it would kind of like do like, you know, like a little dance like this if you walk past it. And like all night, one night, it was like someone just kept walking past it and it was just going off, and we were too scared to even turn it off. Oh, it was horrible. Actually, I just had another flashback to like a traumatizing thing that I'm going to tell you guys about. I don't know who here grew up in the era of Brat dolls, but they used to have a convertible that had like a real radio in it. And my grandma, I was obsessed with Brat dolls. Oh my God, Jade, icon. But my grandma used to always get me like all of like the new Brat doll toys. So one time when I was sleeping, I was like, I was so little. I had to have been in like, I don't know, something maybe like 5th grade. And so how old are you in like 5th grade? Like 10? This is so scary. It was under my bed because like the cats would always mess with my stuff. So I would try to like keep a lot of my like doll toys at the time, like under my bed, in like containers, whatever. And, one night I woke up because like I was just really scared. I don't know why. I used to, when I was little and at this point I was living with my grandmother, I'd always all night like be terrified of like things going bump in the night. I don't know, it was anxiety, whatever. But weird things always happened. So I'm like sleeping, and around like midnight or 1 a.m. or something, the radio on the car starts going off, and I was just like crying hysterically, like freaking out. And my dad heard me, so he came into the bedroom and he was like, "What is going on? Like, what is wrong?" And I was like, "The radio keeps turning on." So I kept turning it off. Like literally, like if you know what I'm talking about, it was like a light blue, like convertible, like doll car toy thing. And you literally had the option to turn the thing off. And I kept turning it off and it kept going right back on. And it was blasting music, like opera music. Like not even a radio station that, one, ever came on that toy. Two, was even like, I don't even know like how that happened. It was so scary. So it came to a point where he turned it off. And he was like, "Look, it's off. Like, calm down, go back to bed." So he goes away, and like 20 minutes later it happens again, and I start crying again. And then he comes back inside and he literally rips the batteries out of the car, and he's like, "Well, if it happens again, then we know we have a problem." And then he just went back into his room. And I was like, "Thanks, Dad." I mean, it never came back on, but that was really scary. Anyway, that reminded me of that story. I didn't actually want to like tell that story because I forgot about it, but this is another story. I have a lot of like really bad like paranormal experiences, but actually maybe I'll like take a little break so I can show you guys my progress on this haunted house. It is so freaking cute. All I did was 2 windows, and I really hope it doesn't break, but look. Wow, I'm like Picasso. Look at this. This is like an artist's dream. Look at me. I'm so funny. Anyway, but yeah, this is what we're getting so far. Should I put, they have a bat and bones on it, but I can't build the whole house because it's broken. So I just almost dropped a knife, big ass knife. Hello. What's everyone doing for Halloween? Tell me your Halloween plans, and then I'll tell you more ghost stories. What are y'all doing today? Is anyone doing it? This is not, he keeps thinking it's snack. Do you hear him? What? This is not a snack for you. Silly kitty, he thinks, should I give him a snack? Hocus Pocus is on in the background. What's your favorite Halloween movie? Mine is Hocus Pocus, but it's also just been on like so much lately that I feel like it's kind of like forced to be my favorite. Oh no, is this Trader Joe's? Come on. Hello, hello. Do you guys like my scary stories so far? Oh, because there's a hole. Kidding me? No. Ooh, that smells really good. I love sugar. Oh my gosh, sugar makes me so happy. I have 2 more really scary stories. Oh. But this is just like not working. No one has a favorite horror movie they want to share. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Down. Good boy. What did I ask? Favorite horror movies? Did anyone say anything? Probably not. Because you guys don't like horror movies, obviously. Just kidding. So many emojis. Hello, what's your favorite horror movie? Oh, wait. Finally, wait. There we go. You see it kind of coming out? This is like, does not want to work at all. Oh my gosh, this is just like not, why is this so hard? Look, it's like leaking. I just want it to work. Friday the 13th? You know, I haven't seen, I feel like that is like the only, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that's like the only horror movie I haven't seen like playing on repeat, like on the TV, because it's like Halloween. Is Halloween and Friday the, no, they're not the same movie, right? Halloween, what else is like another one that they keep playing? Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh my gosh, that movie used to terrify me when I was little. I used to have like nightmares about like the claws in the bathtub, and I was like too afraid to take a bath with bubbles for like a really long time. Like I would not take like bubble baths. And you know, like I grew up, yeah, that really does not just want to work. That's okay. This is the 21st century. We have things like knives. But I remember I would not take bubble baths because I was so afraid. And I grew up in like the early 2000s. So, you know, all that like colorful, glittery, you know, BS for kids was like widely available. And like really popular. So my parents and my grandma always made sure that we had like, you know, like, oh, I don't even know, like, you know, like things like in like the Easy Bake Ovens, like that type of like Polly Pocket or, I can't remember the exact like bath thing that I'm thinking of, but we always had it. And I remember like one time, I think like my cousin or someone was babysitting me and I was like really little. And they were like, okay, you need to take a bubble bath before bed. And I guess they didn't know that I had this like abnormal fear of bath, like specifically bubble baths because of Nightmare on Elm Street. And it was like such like a traumatizing thing to like have to do it. I remember crying and like they were all laughing at me because like obviously it's make believe, but like I didn't know that. Oh my god, that was like really bad. Anyway, but yeah, now we're gonna come in with pinstripes because Halloween and like extra spooky. This is, you know what? It's abstract because it's Halloween, so we can like make it any way we want. If we want it messy, it can be messy. Do you guys have any like, celebrations or like traditions that you do on Halloween or Samhain, whatever it is to you? Oh my gosh, this is throwing me back to pastry school right now, but like not really because this isn't as like involved. I'm like very happy about this. Ooh. Can you see this like mess that I have going on here? But hello. All right, I'm gonna tell another really scary story, but again, full disclaimer, this is like literally traumatizing and I haven't talked about this in a very long time because it literally gives me nightmares. It's like really scary. Oh gosh, when was this? Oh, this one's ripped too. Like they're both broken. Oh, how dare Trader Joe's. Jail. All right, cool, bro. We're just gonna decorate. We're going to talk about another really scary story. So when I was growing up again in my grandma's house, a lot of like really scary things happened like often. But one of like the worst things that I ever experienced was one time I was having a sleepover, and it's so like, unless like you really had like a paranormal experience or like know like what like that energy kind of feels like, I guess like people can't really relate, but like at one point we kept feeling like someone was like you know when you're just like somewhere and like someone walks into a room and you can feel it. Like I don't know if that like resonates with anyone else, but one time we were having a sleepover and we kept like looking at the same time at my door, but the door was closed and we were like, that's weird. Didn't it just like feel like someone, and we were like teenagers. We had like, this is like the beginning of like texting era, I guess. And like MySpace was still a thing. So like, I think I was like on MySpace, or maybe my friend was on no, I was on my bed. My friend was on MySpace and like AIM. This is like how, oh gosh, AOL Instant Messenger. Do you guys remember that? The good old days. What was your AOL screen name? So this is where we are so far. I'm very proud, very cute. Look at that. Ooh, spooky. No, I'm not gonna eat that. All these notifications. Wait, what was I saying? Oh no. Oh, so they're on MySpace and like AIM or something, and then I was on my bed, like, I don't know, texting someone. This was like before Blackberries. Anyway, but so I'm like sitting there on my bed, and at the time, so this is like also like the time frame, like error, I guess, when, I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but like everyone, like everywhere had like gyms, had like, there was like shelf TV stands for like the little TVs with like the backs on them, like you could like mount it on a wall and it just held the TV. So like I had one of those in the corner of my room. So if I'm here on my bed, and then like directly diagonal from me was my computer where my friend was sitting, and then if this is me, this is where my bedroom door was, and then in this corner, like right behind her, was like the TV on the in the corner, and then my closet door was right next to my door. So like my closet door was right next to me. Like I could like look over and like it was right there. And after like we both kept having that weird experience, like experiencing like a presence, someone walking into the bedroom door. Oh, and look at these ones. They're so cute. They got all the spooky colors. What happened? Like we were just like, you know, like doing our own thing. They're on the computer, I'm on my bed, and at one point that same like feeling happened again, but I guess like they didn't notice it. So I'm like, you know, just like on my phone, and then I get like a weird feeling, and I look at them, and they're just staring like at my closet door, like no emotion, nothing on their face, not afraid, not happy, just like nothing, like deadpan, like nothing, staring at my door. And I'm like, what is going on? And then out of the corner of my eye, I see something move in the TV screen. And this is also why I do not mess around with TV screens. I do not like them. Like I literally had both my TV and my computer like covered when I slept, like with blankets, because I was so afraid. Like after this is actually like really scary. I look up, like, so if I'm here and like the TV's like here next to me, obviously it's on like a bigger scale because it was like a big room. In the corner of the TV, I watched something, and like I don't know how else to describe what this thing looked like besides if you've ever played Resident Evil 4 and you know what the regenerators look like. It was like that, but it had more of like an elonged like dog type of like face, almost like what's the dog's name in Nightmare Before Christmas? Like that type of like that shape. It was horrifying. And it walked like where it was in front of my door, like in front of my bedroom door in the TV screen, and it walked just right next door to, like right next to the closet door, like turned around and just like fell into the closet door and disappeared. And I just ran into my parents' room screaming my head off, and they sent that girl home. And like I refused after that. I was like, oh no, I was like 13 when that happened. Whew, that was like really horrifying. Don't laugh, it was scary. Imagine seeing that when you're like not even technically, well, I guess like 13 is a teenager, but it was like really, really scary. Like I think about that often. Like I feel like I need to go to like therapy again for that. Anyway, but that was really scary. And actually I just had another memory. I don't think it was the same day, but my parents like stopped letting me hang out with this person because like it was just bad. They kind of thought that maybe like they were bringing this thing into my house. One time we had another sleepover, and we both, they were too scared. So like I lived in like a Cape Cod style house. I don't know if you know what that looks like, but it's basically like a house that has like 2 bedrooms upstairs, and then it has like like a regular house downstairs, and then it has a basement. And my bedroom was upstairs, but all my friends that slept over were always like, for whatever reason, too scared to go downstairs to use the bathroom when they slept over. So one time I walked down with them to use the bathroom. I was like, all right, I'll walk with you, whatever. And this is actually really, really scary. This is like not okay. So if you're like really scared of like things like this, like don't listen. Wow, this is actually like traumatizing to remember. But one time when we were going downstairs to, I was like, whatever, like I'll wait for you to use the bathroom. We walked downstairs and I turned on a light. And so if like this is where my like media center is, and then this is the hallway and the bathroom's over there, there was like a light right here in the archway going into the hallway that led to like the other bedrooms, the bathroom, and then the kitchen dining room. And then this was like the living room den. And it was like pretty big, so it was like far back. So this is like the entrance, and here's the light. I turn on the light, and at the same time that I turn on the light, both of us look to our right, and there's like, I don't know what, I don't know what. This is like, I'm remembering it, and I'm like, how did I experience this, and like, whatever, but there was like a thing. I don't know, I'm not gonna say what I called the name of this thing, because I feel like, definitely not today, not messing around with that, but there was just like, it wasn't like, it looked like a typical like shadow figure, like if you Google that, it looked like that, but it was kind of bigger. And as soon as I turned on the light and we both looked over and saw it, she ran into the bathroom, leaving me alone. And the light, like within like 3 seconds, the light turned off. But like as the light went dead, like as the light went dead, this thing ran at me. And like right before it was like dark and completely pitch black, I just saw it in front of me, and then I just screamed so loud. The whole household like came into the living room. My grandma, like, even, and this is like, yeah, so she was still alive, and she was like so angry because she was like, what is wrong? What is your problem? Like I was the only one experiencing any of this weird stuff in the house. Like no one else, well they did, but not to the extent that I did in this house. And like I explained what I saw and like no one believed me. They were like, oh, you guys are just messing around, like you watched a scary movie. But I'm like, no, like there was something standing there and it ran at me as the light went out. It was horrifying. Imagine being like, I don't know, 13, 14 and seeing something like that. That is like terrifying. Do you guys like my scary stories so far? Oh no. All right, after these little guys, I'm gonna show you how good and how cute this looks. But unfortunately, like this isn't really working, so like I'm upset. Well, I tried. But yeah, I have one more scary story, and this one's like really bad. So I keep putting like disclaimers, like they're all really bad, they're all really scary, but like this one is actually like my parents actually got involved at this point and were like, you're not allowed to like go to this place anymore. And like my dad was like very actually like traumatized by it too, because it was like very like not okay. Oh wait, no, let me show you this first. This is looking really cute, and then I'll remember to what I was talking about, because this is like a really bad story. Yee! Look at how cute. I mean, like this kind of got messed up, but you know, I got the bones and I got I tried. I did. I get like an A for effort with this. It was broken. What am I gonna do? But yeah. So this is actually gonna be my last story. And this one's like really scary. This is like the grand finale. But first, coffee. I absolutely love coffee. I put cinnamon in it to like make it festive. I actually bought canned pumpkin yesterday from Whole Foods, but I was like, maybe I could try to make like a pumpkin spice latte, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make it later and let you guys know how it went. Artistic, thank you! Oh my gosh, someone cares about my spooky house. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna put it outside for the squirrels to eat. I'm pretty sure they can eat like what's in this. But yeah, I like to feed the little my little tree rat children. They're so cute. There's 5 of them in the backyard. I see them playing right now. So this is like my last scary story, and then I might head off. This is like actually like kind of like traumatizing. So one time I was hanging out with a friend, and like they were living in this house that was like just, I mean, obviously like things like this to this extent are, and I'm not like a professional ghost hunter or whatever, so like don't, you know, take everything I say with a grain of salt, but like things happen around certain energies and like vibes, excuse me, and all the hiccups, and this is like really scary. You know, sometimes like things just react to other things is what I'm trying to say without trying to like give too much information and share anything that isn't my business. But I had a friend who was staying in this house, and this house was like basically like all the walls were out. Like it was kind of like a situation where they were staying in the house while fixing it up, kind of. And there was only there were 2 rooms that were like technically finished. There was like a bathroom that was finished, and then there was like a living room. And then there were 2 rooms upstairs that had like carpeting and walls in it, but the rest of the house, like the kitchen, the living room, the other bedrooms, the basement, were literally just like rafters and like no drywall, no insulation, nothing. If anything, there was like one room, like this big master bedroom was being redone. And there was all like spackle and stuff like on the floor, so it was just like all white, and like you couldn't really even go in there because you would just get dusty. But basically this person had like really, really horrible experiences in this house, and it's not that I didn't believe them, I never experienced it because I never spent that much time in the house. But one time, and like they usually slept at like my grandma's house because it was just like easier, and like I don't want to be in a house that is like, you know, kind of unfinished like that. I agreed to stay with them over the night because they didn't want to leave their dog like alone in the house because they were really scared of the house, and my grandma didn't want them bringing their dog to my house, so I agreed to stay and watch the dog with them. And the first thing that happens at nighttime when we enter this house, and it was just the two of us, and we were both like 15 or something, or maybe 16, and then the dog. So it was just us two girls and the dog. And like their whole family was like away, and they were like in another state or something. So like no one was around, and no one else had keys or anything to this house. And the first thing that happens is we come in through the kitchen and like go into like the living room where like the main, like where it was actually kind of finished. And this is really scary. As soon as I enter, as soon as me, of course, and it's always me, as soon as I walk into this room by myself, like there, and this is like how long ago this was, what were they called? iHomes? Like you could plug like a iPod into it and like it would play. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it like one of those things, and it just started to play like My Chemical Romance or something, like The Ghost of You, like some song. And I was like, why did that just start playing? Like the second that I entered this room, it just starts blasting. And my friend was like, oh, I don't know, just turn it off. And I'm like, okay, first horrible experience. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it won't progress. So later on, like after we made mac and cheese, we watched like YouTube videos, and like we were going to sleep. And for some, this was the other thing. So even though like there were two rooms, like, and it was a Cape Cod style house. So like again, like there's a staircase and then there's two rooms. And both of the rooms, like it was like open. So it wasn't like walls separating two bedrooms. It was like a half wall on either side of the staircase, and then just two big empty, really dark rooms. Because I don't even think like the windows were installed yet, and there weren't really any lights. It was like a really messed up situation. And all night, you would hear people walking up there. Like you would hear people walking around and just being like really, really loud. And my friend was like, ignore it, it's the pipes or something. No, it wasn't. It was ghosts. And they just didn't want to say anything to me. But they had been experiencing this like every night. And I'm trying to sleep, and like at one point, I woke up in the middle of the night. And so because the whole house was so unfinished, in front of like the big like entrance, I'm trying to see if I had like something to like physically show you, like the entrance, like the actual like archway leading into this room had like one of those like plastic, like thicker, like it has like the cotton on the one side tablecloths, but it was like from the ceiling down, but there was like, you know, like this much space from like the floor to where like the tablecloth actually like ended. So if someone was walking, you could see their feet. And at one point, oh, there's a little cardinal outside. Sorry, I'm very sentimental with the birds, and it's so cute. Oh, what is that? Oh, wait a second, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm such an animal freak, and like I have all these birds in my backyard, and I think oh no, it flew away. I think that was just an Oriole or something. That was really, really pretty. Sorry, I love the birds in the backyard. Do you hear the blue jays screaming for cat food? I have blue jays that like to steal my outside cat's cat food, and it's screaming outside right now because it's like, we want cat food, excuse me. Anyway, so there's like this much space, like where you could like see someone's feet. I don't know what time it was, because this was like before, and I also grew up really poor, so like I never really had like newer cell phones, but I don't even know like what kind of phone I had at the time, probably some like flip phone. So like it wasn't even like I could like look at my phone and see what time it was, because it was like charging or something like away from me, because also like the electricity in the house is really like weird, so like there's only like certain outlets that worked, and they weren't near like where like there were like kind of like beds and couches set up for everyone to sleep on. I remember waking up and like the dog that she had at the time was staring awake and just on guard, like staring at something that it looked like to me someone. Oh, a bird just hit the window. I don't like talking about these things. And then anyway, it was really scary. I'm like getting scared talking about it. Oh no, look at my face. I'm like traumatized by this. This is how scary this was. And this isn't even the scariest part. So the dog is like on guard, staring straight at something, and I look and there's like someone standing on the other side of the like the tarp thing. And I try to wake my friend up, and I'm like, holy shit, someone broke into the house. Like, we're, just like really scary. But I just like rolled over and went back to sleep. And then, like the dog like growled a little bit, and still like, I was like 15, like, what are you gonna do? And I was so scared, and I just woke up the next morning and I told her what happened, and she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, you probably just dreamed it, whatever. Okay, so I was like, we need to leave. I need to like decompress. Like this whole night was traumatizing with ghosts, and like I don't want to be here anymore. So we went to the mall, like I calmed down. I spent all this money at Hot Topic. Like I'm having a great time as a 15-year-old scene girl, like enjoying life, right? I got Auntie Anne's, got my cinnamon pretzels. I'm like literally in the mall crying, eating my cinnamon pretzels with like ghosts. Long story short, we go back to that house to feed the dog. And my parents picked us up from the mall, and they were waiting outside, and I kid you not, this is like really the scariest part, and like we had to get my parents involved at this point. I kid you not, it looked like on the floor, coming from the room that I told you where like it was like all like construction and like spackle and dust on the floor, it looked like someone with really, really tiny feet, like not even like human feet. Like it looked like someone wearing like really little heels or something. Like it was just like a really weird shaped, like I don't know, I'm not like Paranormal Activity, like that type of shape, but something just not right shape of a footprint leading from that room going straight across into the living room. And not only was it leading from that room, it went off in 3 different paths. Would you like to know the paths that the footprints led off to? The first set of footprints, and the same footprint, led directly to the iPod that I said that went off when I walked into it, right? And then instead of like going to the iPod and then footprints going this way, almost like it backed up in the same footprint pattern and went straight to me where I was sleeping all night, like just dead straight. So in a little curve to the iPod, goes back, goes straight to me, but not like anything backed up. It would have to have like backed up in its same path. And then the other one was just straight to her where she was sleeping. And I asked her if this was a joke. Like I was like, this is messed up. If you're messing with me, I won't be your friend. This isn't funny. And she started crying and saying no, all these experiences kept happening. We called like her parents to see if they came home, and we told them the situation. Everything was locked. There weren't security cameras or anything, but it was really, really scary. So we went and we got my parents. My dad came into the house, and this is before anything like iPhones or even like Blackberries may have like been like a thing. Oh, and Sidekicks. Such a throwback. But again, like really poor, like we really didn't have like phone cameras. And even if I did, there's no way like I would even know where to find that photo. But it was really, really scary. Like we tried to take a photo, I think with like one of our phones of the footprints to show other people. But again, like it was so long ago, it wasn't even something that like I could have like exported it onto a computer and kept it. It was really, really scary. And my dad came in and looked at the footprints and just was like, get out of this house. Like, we're leaving now. You're never coming back here. Like, this was like really, really bad, like situation, like bad vibes all the way around. And yeah, that was my scariest story. Well, I don't want to like tell the other scary ones because it's like borderline. Anyway, but yeah, that was really a scary story. So I hope that you guys liked my scary stories. I'm sorry that I missed anyone saying anything. But hello. Yeah, no, it was like really, really traumatizing for me. Hi Zen, how are you? What's going on? Oh my gosh, did you hear any of my traumatic paranormal experiences? They were really bad. Look, I tried to make a spooky house, but it kind of broke. And then the frosting got all messed up. But it's okay, because, you know, the squirrels will still eat it. They'll get a nice snack. But, yeah, I hope you guys like my scary stories. I really don't have any more that I think are, like, I don't know, good to, like, say, like, publicly. They're kind of, like, more things I would tell people in person because they're, like, really scary. But, yeah, I might log on later onto SGTV and tell some more scary stories. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I don't know how many of you are members on Suicide Girls, but I'm pretty sure today they have a sale going that for, like, 13 months. You can get a membership for only $29, so you should totally, you know, check that out and spoil yourself. It's all about, you know, well, I guess not really, but kind of like Halloween, Samhain is all about really like, kind of like treating yourself. So do a little treat instead of a trick and get a membership, and you can see lots of photo sets and also view people live and hang out with them and get to know people. It's a really awesome community, honestly. If no one has a membership, you're kind of missing out, because it's just like, there's so much to do on this site, and you should totally check it out because it's really awesome. And like, I'm on there. Who doesn't want to like hang out with me on there? Yeah. So. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hi. I hope you guys had fun talking to me. I think I'm gonna go though, because it's almost about an hour that I've been online, and I don't know if anyone else was scheduled to do something today, so I don't want to like, you know, take away from anyone else's time. But I hope everyone has a really awesome Halloween. Please be safe, stay inside, watch scary movies, make a jack-o'-lantern, and yeah, I hope everyone has a really, really great night. And oh yes, it's Halloween weekend. Oh my gosh. I hope everyone has nice, safe, at home or socially distant fun, and that everyone in general just stays safe. You know, it's really scary right now, but I think together we can make it work. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Lots of love to you all. I hope everyone has a good night. And yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram at VegaMoon. And if you don't have a membership already, subscribe and follow me on there at Vega. So